Good evening, fellow Steemians and YouTubers. It is I, Bullish Money, here with my very good friend at Mark Pluto. Mark, there has been a lot of concern lately. First, a lot of elation for those that got in to cryptocurrencies, because we've been trending at the trend for Bitcoin, and for about a week, 2 weeks, it's been meandering around 1700 to 1800, right? Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, it got moxie, and within a 24-hour to 48-hour period, boom, we are at $2,000. In fact, above $2,000. I mean, a great feeling, correct?
Correct. Yep.
However, and I think that this is a common concern that we can all empathize with, is that Bitcoin on paper looks like it's in bubble territory. Like, oh no, it could collapse at any moment. I mean, what are your initial feelings about that?
I could see how that would be a concern. I didn't really think about it myself, and I would have thought about that in other investments. I didn't think about this until you brought it up. So it brought a little bit of anxiety to me. Mm-hmm. But then again, just almost as quick as I had some doubts, which I think is natural. The optimism just kind of came back, and I'm not worried about it, because I really don't know what a bubble is like in a digital or cryptocurrency.
That's a great point, because we hear, as you know, from the mainstream media, right? CNBC, Bloomberg, all those other mainstream business media outlets, which are, by the way, owned by certain entities or controlled by certain entities or have financial interest in the paper equity markets, correct? I mean, it's almost like a conflict of interest in the way that they report on cryptocurrencies, because they are 100% vested in the paper equity markets, whereas cryptocurrencies represent an alternative to that. So information coming from CNBC or Bloomberg is a conflicted opinion. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd agree with it. It's as if they have something against digital currencies or cryptocurrencies.
Right. And so my main contention, which is, again, you bring up a great point, is that it's fine that if you personally think that Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies are in a bubble. But when it comes from CNBC, for example, I find that harsh opinion coming from them, the harsh criticism that Bitcoin is in a bubble, to be a disingenuous opinion, a disingenuous argument, simply because it is coming from that
fake news.
Well, in a way, you gotta admit that it is fake news, because again, it's coming from a conflicted perspective. And what I don't appreciate is that CNBC, this is my biggest contention, is that CNBC comes in and they have all these analytical metrics and data points about the traditional paper equity markets, but they don't know, excuse the language, they don't know shit about cryptocurrencies, right?
No. They don't. If they do, they're sure trying to undermine it. At least that's what it looks like.
But they pretend as if they know, because I'm from CNBC, right? And then like, whoa, yeah, like that. Oh, it's from CNBC. I mean, the masses will say, oh, it's from CNBC, so it must be correct. We must be in bubble territory. Mm-hmm. Whereas you don't know crap. You don't know jack crap about cryptocurrencies, and plus you're coming from a conflicted perspective. So what makes CNBC or Bloomberg or any other mainstream media outlet the arbiter of the trajectory of cryptocurrencies? To me, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, nobody. But like you said, stay away from the naysayers, the negative
exactly.
Media outlets.
Exactly.